Another dream is within reach. A student opens up a book. An entrepreneur takes another look.
Disasters do not ask for permission. Storms, fires, floods, power outages, and unexpected emergencies that can change life in an instant. Disaster preparedness is about readiness before the moment arrives. Tonight, our panel asks, how can communities strengthen disaster preparedness? Welcome to the Thunderdome. Good evening and welcome back to America Together Radio. Last episode, we explored civic trust. Tonight, we begin a new chapter, disaster preparedness, emergency planning, response systems, resilience, communication, and protecting communities in times of crisis.
So preparedness is about what you do before something happens.
Exactly. The strongest communities are the ones that prepare early. Tonight, we'll discuss emergency planning, community response systems, communication during crises, resource coordination, evacuation readiness, and building resilience before emergencies occur. President Pipeline, when a community wants to strengthen disaster preparedness, where should it begin? We'll hear your answer right after the break.
The waves roll in beneath the sun. Another summer day's begun. Families walking.
Welcome back. Tonight's question, how can communities strengthen disaster preparedness? President Pipeline will begin with you.
Thank you. Disaster preparedness begins with planning, knowing what risks exist in a region, understanding evacuation routes, and making sure people know what to do before emergencies happen.
So preparation reduces confusion.
Exactly. Clear plans save time when time matters most.
Sometimes the hardest part is just knowing where to start.
Planning is the first step toward safety.
Liberty Jack, your perspective.
Make emergency information easy to access. Community alerts, simple instructions, clear communication channels. Everyone should know how to stay informed.
So communication is key.
Absolutely. Information saves lives during emergencies.
Planning builds readiness.
Communication builds awareness.
And together they reduce panic.
A strong beginning for tonight's discussion. After the break, Lady Progress discusses infrastructure resilience, education, and emergency systems. Captain Constitution explores responsibility, coordination, and public safety duty. Stay with us.
The music drips from open windows as children laugh and run and play. The food carts line the busy.
Welcome back. Tonight, we're exploring how communities can strengthen disaster preparedness. So far, we've discussed planning and communication. Now let's continue. Lady Progress, how does infrastructure support disaster resilience?
Strong infrastructure reduces damage during emergencies. Well-built roads, bridges, utilities, and emergency facilities help communities respond faster and recover more effectively.
So design affects outcomes.
Exactly. Resilient systems are built before disasters happen.
Captain Constitution, what role does responsibility play in emergency systems?
Everyone has a role in disaster preparedness. Governments must plan and maintain systems. Communities must follow guidance and stay informed. Responsibility is shared at every level.
So coordination is essential.
Very much so. Preparedness depends on cooperation.
President Pipeline, what stands out to you?
Planning creates readiness.
Communication reduces confusion.
Infrastructure builds resilience.
Responsibility ensures coordination.
The best time to fix a system is before it breaks.
Preparation is always easier than recovery. Market Maverick off microphone, and usually cheaper too. After the break, Market Maverick discusses practical emergency systems. Professor Data explores research on disaster outcomes. And the People's Advocate shares everyday habits that improve preparedness. Stay with us.
I'm Jeremy Levan. Rural communities understand problems that national politics often ignores. Distance, roads, hospitals, water, agriculture, energy, broadband, schools, and local services are not abstract issues. They are daily realities. America Together 2028 wants those voices included.
It shines across the plains below. The rivers run, the rain.
Welcome back. Tonight we've discussed planning, communication, infrastructure, and shared responsibility in disaster preparedness. Now let's ask an important question. How can communities turn disaster preparedness ideas into real-world systems? Market Maverick, what practical steps improve disaster readiness?
Create clear emergency response checklists. Run community drills regularly. Maintain stocked emergency supply centers. Ensure residents know evacuation routes and shelter locations.
So repetition builds readiness.
Exactly. Practice reduces panic when real emergencies happen.
Professor Data, what does research suggest about disaster preparedness?
Research often associates strong preparedness systems with reduced mortality rates, faster recovery times, improved coordination, and lower economic disruption during disasters. Communities that prepare early recover faster and suffer less long-term damage.
So preparation changes outcomes.
Very much so. Preparedness is one of the strongest predictors of resilience.
People's Advocate, what practical advice would you offer listeners?
Build a basic emergency kit. Know your evacuation routes. Stay informed about alerts. Talk with neighbors about shared plans.
Quick thoughts.
Planning builds readiness.
Communication builds awareness.
Infrastructure builds resilience.
Responsibility builds coordination.
Environmental awareness helps predict and reduce disaster risk.
After the break, each mascot shares one habit that helps communities strengthen disaster preparedness. Then we'll conclude tonight's discussion and preview our next episode. Stay with us.
The same as it has through the years. Watching seasons.
Welcome back. Tonight we've explored how communities can strengthen disaster preparedness. We've talked about planning, communication, infrastructure, coordination, and practical readiness. Now let's close with one final question. If you could encourage every community to practice one habit that strengthens disaster preparedness, what would it be?
Know your local emergency plan. Awareness saves time when it matters most.
Stay connected to community alerts and communication channels. Information saves lives.
Support infrastructure improvements that make communities more resilient. Preparation reduces damage.
Participate in shared responsibility for safety and coordination. Preparedness is a civic duty.
Respect and understand environmental risks in your region. Nature awareness improves readiness.
Practice emergency drills and keep supplies ready. Repetition builds confidence.
Talk with neighbors about what to do in emergencies. Community connection strengthens survival.
Continue evaluating preparedness systems and improve communication, infrastructure, and resource distribution so communities can respond faster and recover more effectively.
Disaster preparedness is not fear. It is readiness. It is planning before panic. It is coordination before crisis. And it is communities choosing to protect one another.
What's next inside the Thunderdome?
Next time, our panel explores Episode 092, How Can Communities Strengthen Food Security? We'll discuss agriculture, distribution, access, affordability, and ensuring reliable food systems for all communities. You've been listening to America Together Radio, simulated mascot debate Thunderdome. Today's discussion featured fictional mascot characters created to explore civic ideas through respectful conversation. The characters are fictional. Their conversations are intended to encourage preparedness, resilience, and stronger communities. Thank you for listening. Until next time, keep preparing, keep connecting, keep protecting each other. And we'll see you inside the Thunderdome.
The same as they have through the years. Watching seasons come